Well, good afternoon or evening or morning or whenever you're watching this Entrepreneurship One. We are starting on a video series that is going to discuss PowerPoint, some of the basic features. You're going to need to know this information to help you with the upcoming project that we're going to be working on, which is going to kind of close out the school year for us prior to our exam. So first things first, open up PowerPoint if it's not already open, and PowerPoint is available through Start. If it's not showing up right away on the Start panel, hit All Programs, go to the Microsoft folder, click it open, and then click on PowerPoint. Once you have that open, you should see something that looks relatively similar to what I have here. It is a blank presentation, and you are on the home screen. Notice that we have a tabbed structure: Home, Insert, Design, Transitions, so on and so forth. This is very similar to Microsoft Word, which also, since I believe about 2003, has gone to a tabbed structure, but in 2007 or 2010 it went to complete tabs. Before, it used to have a circle over here that had a lot of functions to it, but it wasn't necessary. So going back, we are using 2010. If you're using a version older, like 2007, or newer, like some of the web versions, the functionality will be almost the same. Some things might be in a slightly different spot, but you do have the ability to move things around. So what I'm saying here for 2010 will work for other versions as well, unless you get some of the really old versions. So first things first, the first thing you are going to do is save your file. So you're going to go to the last tab on the left, click on File, and click on Save. It gives you your choice where to save it. Now, I do not have my U drive available to me here in my studio, which is my home, but I want you to save these to your U drive. And before anybody asks, don't even ask if you can use Google Slides. The answer is no, because part of this project is learning how to use PowerPoint, which is a far more powerful program than Google Slides. So I'm simply going to save mine to my desktop. So I'm going to click it there, and notice down here under file name I have presentation 2. Well, if I get 18 presentation 1s or 2s or 3s, I'm not going to know who's sending them to me. So here's what I want you to do. Click on it, and I want you to use the following structure: first initial, last name, dash, PowerPoint, whatever this happens to be. You can give that PowerPoint a name, career study or what have you, which is actually going to be your first one. And then dash, and this I started when I went back to school. I do this with everything. I use a 6-digit date code. And in this case, the date is 05 for May, 05 because it's Cinco de Mayo, and then 16. Whoops, 6. I go ahead and save that. And notice it appears up here immediately. S. Brown, PowerPoint, 050516. The reason I like this in the file structures, no matter what I do with this file, from now on, where I move it, dates can get disassociated with it. This way, I always know when I created the video. All right. The other thing is, we're going to show you how to add a slide. You've got two options. You always have this title slide. That is the title of your video, or meant to be the first in your series. But for subsequent slides, you can click Title and Content, and you do this by hitting where it says New Slide. Click that tiny little down arrow. Another one is a comparison, where you might be doing a SWOT analysis. So one product's strengths or weaknesses, opportunities or threats may go on the left side, and you can compare that directly on the right side. And notice that each one of these, I can insert a table, a chart, smart graphic, picture from file, clip art, or a media clip. We will learn about most of these later on, because some of them I'm going to require that you use. So to keep this short, that's it for video number 1, and I've done it in under 5 minutes. Thank you for watching, and go ahead to video number 2.